So what we started, no Darth, my dog is barking at me. Okay. P.F. Chang's is the very, P.F. Chang's. Is it P.F. Chang's? No. What is it? P.F. Chang's is where, P.F. Chang's. Oh my goodness. What's up, y'all? Rave with Shai here. I am really excited about today's episode. I'm going to be digging into 5 EDM movies that you should be watching. Actually, it's more like 4 that I really like, and then 1 I don't really like all that much. I couldn't even watch the whole thing, so we'll get into that. But thank you so much for clicking on this video. Again, I'm Rave with Shai. Please, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you like it so that I know what kind of content that you guys enjoy. So let's just dig right in. The first EDM movie that I've watched recently that I really love is What We Started. It is a documentary about Carl Cox, the king of EDM, and kind of his life's work as an EDM DJ in Ibiza, and also Martin Garrix, who is new to the game when he was 15 years old, and kind of gives a little bit of a life story of both artists as well as their journey in the EDM space. It shows some live sets from both clubs in Ibiza and as well as music festivals. I just really loved it. It got me super pumped to be a part of this community. It taught me a ton of trivia. I didn't know so many things about certain artists in this space, as well as just different random trivia and dates and fun facts. In fact, it kind of inspired me to do another video that is EDM history and trivia. So stay tuned for that. What We Started is an incredible movie. I enjoyed it. I've watched it 3 times now, and I highly recommend it. I had to go back and find some of my notes, but in What We Started, it was really cool. Like I said, there's a lot of fun trivia that, of course, you could probably look it up if you Googled it, but just so many fun facts after fun facts. For instance, it talks about Miami Ultra and when Martin Garrix performed there, and how Ultra is one of the largest music festivals with 165,000 attendees. It's one of the largest music fests in the world, and this movie was made back a few years back, and so it could be even bigger than that now. And another fun fact, which people may or may not know, is back in 2004, the Olympics were held in Athens, and Tiesto was the halftime show. And so Tiesto was really kind of the first global superstar to perform in the EDM space for the Olympics. It really helped EDM to spread to mainstream culture. Also, David Guetta and the Black Eyed Peas really opened the door back in 2009, bringing it from Italy to the US. If you want to watch What We Started, it is available on Netflix, and it actually premiered in the Los Angeles Film Festival back in 2017, so it's only about 3 years old. It was directed by Cyrus Sadie and Burt Marcus, and produced by Sikandra Hamar. If you want like the quick IMDb overview of what this movie is, which I feel like I gave you a good overview already, but it is featuring a powerful cast of electric dance music superstars, including Carl Cox and Martin Garrix, like I told you, exploring the past, present, and future of electronic dance music. So I really enjoyed it. It's really fun to see some of our favorite DJs behind the scenes, on set, at music festivals, in their game, you know, just like jamming out at the club, all of those things. So really enjoyed that, and I think you will too, so check it out on Netflix.
How is a 17-year-old kid the face of dance music, you know?
I threw up earlier today.
Really?
Yeah.
Another really awesome EDM movie that I love is one of my favorite DJs, Steve Aoki. He has a documentary on his life that came out, I believe, in 2016, and also available on Netflix, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. It's a really eye-opening story of his life, and his father is actually the founder of a restaurant that you're probably all familiar with. I love hibachi. Every Christmas Eve, my family does that as a tradition. His father was this overachiever, like really rambunctious, outgoing, hardworking guy that basically never slept. He worked really hard. He opened a restaurant that you guys are probably familiar with, Benihana. Super huge, popular restaurant where the chefs all cook right in front of you, hibachi style, one of my favorite types of dining. And that was Steve Aoki's father. It's all Japanese cooking, and he made it commercialized and popular here in the United States. And even after the passing of his father, that restaurant is still very popular, and it's a chain throughout the United States and probably other countries as well, maybe. Have to fact check that. But yeah, Benihana, awesome. But basically, Steve Aoki never really felt like his father gave him the approval that he wanted or deserved. I think that part of it is kind of like once he did become really big and famous, his father's already passed away. So that's kind of the theme of the movie I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. Like, he never gave up, was always go, 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 go. And everything he did, it was never good enough. He was moving on to the next step, and the next step, he had this tiny little, I can't remember what it's called, but in LA when he moved back there, he had this tiny little, I don't know if it was a house or an office space, but they would throw kind of ragers and raves in this small area, and it became so popular, and everyone really saw Steve Aoki's talent. But his father never really approved, which is really sad. Really sad commentary on just like the way that he grew up, I guess. But it really worked. It made him into the person that he is today and the talent that he is today. He performed in LA when he wasn't able to do Madison Square Garden. I don't want to do too many spoiler alerts, but they basically shut down a main street in LA for an outdoor concert. And it's just incredible if I'm able to show a picture or a clip of that. Really awesome movie. I love it. I know I'm a little biased because I love Steve Aoki, but I think that anyone could really appreciate this movie, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Fun fact about Steve Aoki, he actually quit drinking after Blink-182's drummer Travis Barker passed away. Again, I'm always trying to film at sunset, and it never really works in my favor. I'm actually only going to talk about 4 movies because I'm running out of daylight. The third movie I want to talk about is not a documentary film. It is just a regular film about an EDM DJ and kind of a fun, fascinating little journey and love triangle, if you will. My favorite part of this film, I will try to see if I can get a clip. Basically, the main DJ is invited to a very well-known, famous celebrity producer's home to DJ for this party. And he talks about how different BPMs and how you build up and get to people's heart rates and get them dancing, and it shows this whole sequence of everybody at the party and dancing.
It's the DJ's job to get the crowd out of their heads and into their bodies. I like to start them off at about 125 beats per minute. Once you've locked onto their heart rate, you start bringing them up, song by song.
It's just really fascinating. I'm sure there are documentaries and real life stories about DJs talking about BPM and how they DJ and all of that, but I just thought this was a really fun, cute, heartwarming, I guess, just like little romantic rom-com that happens to be about an EDM DJ. So it is in our realm, in our world. So those are the 3 EDM movies that I recommend. I really love what we started. I learned a lot, and it was a lot of fun to watch. I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, also really fun. Steve Aoki is such a fun character. Shooting champagne everywhere, crowd surfing, all the stuff that he does. He's just above and beyond, over top, fun, awesome DJ. And then a not real, just a story about an EDM DJ in a film called We Are Your Friends. I don't think that I actually said that. So We Are Your Friends. It is a really good movie. My husband didn't really love it at first, but then we watched further, and I think we both ended up really liking it. That brings me on to movie number 4, XOXO. I have noticed I actually did like a little search for EDM movies that I could add to my list, and came across some other content creators that made this video along with some blogs and some other sources, but I just don't really like XOXO. I thought the acting was really bad. I loved the idea. I liked the premise of the friends going to the music festival called XOXO and the DJ and the whole backstory, but the acting, I couldn't get past it. I thought the acting was bad. I got to where he gets to the festival and his friend or his manager is not quite there yet. He works for his father's restaurant, and you know, leave a comment down below if you think it's a good movie and I should give it a 3rd or 4th try. I will, but just don't recommend it. Totally recommend the first 3. Not a huge fan of XOXO. Would love your comments down below. Let me know what other EDM movies you're watching and what you think about them. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This was just another really fun video. I love doing this, and I appreciate all of your support. Please smash that subscribe button. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know your favorite EDM movies, what you'd like me to cover next. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I'm RAVEWITHSHAI, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!